Hi guys, and welcome to another video from TCM Education. And the wild stuff keeps repeating itself. The stock that's worth basically nothing does a reverse split. We'll talk in a minute what does it mean for those who never heard about this phenomenon before. Very simple. Then it skyrockets, comes down, meaning nothing happened, and now probably things are going the right way. And the question is the right way more like a mood swing for a couple of days? Being that we've been in this event and traded or at least watched this event before, SBET, exactly the same scenario, a stock that went through a stock split. Now, what is a stock split? You can see this symbol here on the chart, S, not on all the charts, but on this one it does, and it says on May 16. So how much is it? 6 weeks ago, 1 for 20 reverse stock split. So a stock in this company, BMNR, was worth 30 cents. So they took 20 shares times 20 cents, that's $6. And now instead of having 20 shares worth 30 cents each, a value of total of $6, you have one share of $6. What it does basically, it creates or gives the company the opportunity to trade above the threshold of $1, which basically means for some, if you're under that threshold, the Nasdaq will delist you. And it also means that you have no business going on. I mean, look at the flat price action at 20 cents. That's probably all-time low, 22.3 cents back in February. So now they're doing this reverse split. What does it take? The negative is obviously you don't have a business, nothing is going on, because otherwise the stock would rise by itself. So there's no business going on, but there is the semantics of trading at $6, and that takes away a lot of liquidity. So if before, let's say before there were 1 million shares, then there is 1 million shares divided by 20, that's 50,000 shares are left available for investors, for traders, for hedge funds. Obviously there are no hedge funds here, but the whole float is going down from 1 million to 50,000. That creates a kind of a shock on demand, if there is demand. That's why we see these fluctuations in the price of those stocks. And the list is, I have a list in front of me, so I have to add, actually I added yesterday BMNR. So I have CYN, SBET, the craziest one, SBET, NKTR, KWE, EYEN, ARTL, and BMNR. So the most aggressive one, SBET. Let's see the chart, and you'll see, guys, that it is exactly the same. Yes, and the same scenario, and the same idea. So that's SBET. You see here, the stock was worth 18 cents. They did a reverse split. Then some news came in, and the stock skyrocketed in a couple of days from 3 to 124. That's and now it trades at 10. So the idea here was to build an Ethereum, let's call it a fund. Okay, the same business that MSTR did with Bitcoin, and it succeeded, I guess, beyond any expectations, although there were times where it was really challenging to follow that path. But that was 2 years ago, I think. Since then, MSTR went up 5 or 10-fold, and then it's clearly a success story. So SBET got, at least on paper, an infusion of $450 million to become an Ethereum fund, and or Ethereum treasury company. That's pretty much the idea. to hold Ethereum as much as MSTR is holding Bitcoin. And so that's the second company or the third company that's doing or going with the same concept. Now, so this BMNR, which eventually closed up 700%, also added to their board of the directors a guy called Tom Lee, which I guess is an important figure in the Bitcoin world. So they added this, Thomas Lee. His name is Thomas Lee. Yeah, Tom Lee means Thomas Lee, to the board, and the hype is here. Keep in mind that this is, I don't want to say fake hype, because maybe this guy is a magician, maybe he's not, but...
Want to stop guessing and start trading like a pro? Join our one-on-one mentorship program. Learn high-impact, low-risk chart patterns, risk management, and experience with live execution. Get expert coaching and one-on-one training and support. Get your day trading green with strategies that work. Sign up today. Spots are limited. Email thechartsmaverick@gmail.com.
And again, we're talking very short term. It's possible that those companies are going to be worth 10x more in a couple of years, or maybe in a year. Again, this is a matter of investment. We as day traders, we're looking at the short term, and the short term is, let's say, proliferated by this lack of liquidity. That's our main problem with those stocks, because when a stock is moving up 700% per day, nearly 700% per day, there are opportunities. Obviously, the stock is very wild and spready, and you cannot trade it with normal risk. And again, thinking that you're going to trade it with 1% risk is ridiculous. Most of those trades are going to be with anywhere between 10 and 20% of risk on your position. So if your position is $10,000, you will risk $2,000, and it may not be enough. Now I posted here on the chart a couple of potential entry points, all of them on round numbers. And if we look at the entries, for example, 1450, stop loss was $2 below. So that's the entry at 1450. Let me tag it, and you can check it on your charts. And then there is another entry at and I'm looking only at round number entries, 22, and at best the entry is 2050. So again, that's not 10%, but nearly 10%. And the last entry that I posted, there was 27. Very tough to quantify the risk here. Let's say $2 to $3. And again, you want to be part of this unsustainable move, you need to take into account the risk. And the risk is what, on top of very poor liquidity and slippage and lack of control, because sometimes those stocks tend to halt. And when the stock is halted, it can be halted for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Sometimes it can be halted for an hour, sometimes more. So again, this is an amazing example where the stock closes at the highs of the day. So how many people or traders, if you are an investor, maybe you can still be in this trade after buying it at 20 or 15. If you are a trader, obviously the profits are insane. You can make on this stock whatever you make in a year, and if you do, then you take a vacation. Now again, it's not the normal day trading scenario. Like I said, the risks are elevated by 10x. So if you risk 1% on a normal trade, here you need to risk anywhere between 10x to 20x. Okay, so that's and obviously you need to take into account slippage. But what are the chances of a stock moving 700%? Doesn't happen in, sometimes it takes 10 years for a very good stock to move 700%. Anyway, that's the bottom line of this BMRN. I myself, if I have to pass judgment, I would say best scenario is stick to the plan, stick to what you know, stick to the conservative way of day trading, and if you have to go this way, this path, it means that you are in trouble. So don't go. You can definitely succeed in day trading without going and trading those insane moves. Just to make a point, take a look at another stock that did the same thing yesterday, and sorry, not did the same thing, but had the same scenario pretty much. You can see a stock that's from the biotech sector. It was trading at around $1. They did a 1-for-6 reverse stock split. Jumped to $6, and yesterday they jumped to 20 something, 25, and those who bought it got hammered big time. Again, it's not Bitcoin. Sometimes the deal is biotech, sometimes the deal is Bitcoin, sometimes there were other stocks that I don't remember their scenario. Sometimes it was NVIDIA follow-up or NVIDIA Corporation. I think that the name of the stock was EYEN. There's always a reason, and again, the moves are so unsustainable or very unsustainable because of the poor liquidity. When a stock does a reverse split, it does it because it's a lousy company that needs to get out of trouble by reducing its share count, not because the price is not jumping because they invented anything. It's just a matter of semantics. So you have 5 coins of $1 instead of a $5 coin, assuming it will be available at one point. Okay, guys, I hope it was clear enough, and you pass your judgment on that. More trade ideas will come today during the trading day, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Please remember to share with your friends this video and like it as well. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.